a second. But let's see who we got in the house. We've got Ramsey, Silent, Brown Sugar, James McCann, Brian Kerr, Projectiles Are Sharp. Hey, it's the Johnsons. Alex Kerber. I know I missed a bunch of people. Let's go back to the beginning. Marco in the house. Ralph Robertson. Rolf, a newly minted member. Appreciate that, Rolf. And Rolf gets a phaser salute for becoming a new member. Welcome to the Adventurers Club, Rolf. We appreciate that. Let's see who else we got here. We've got EKG. Hello there. Cat Scratch. Marco. And FK20. Let's see. Am I caught up to everybody? Let's see. We've got 21 people here so far. I hope I got everybody. Savo Zen. Hello there. Barbie, welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Wow. The chat is going by really fast. Is Caleb here? Caleb 1776. Hello there, my friend. Haven't seen you in a while. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Appreciate that. Let's see who else we got. Am I missing everybody? I think I got everybody so far. If I'm missing anybody, I'll catch up. Joe Kasperick, hello there. Welcome in, buddy. So this was a very interesting week. Remember when I talked last show and I said I wasn't going to be buying new knives? I kind of lied. Not intentionally. Jason Beecher, hello there. Welcome in. SC Knife Monkey, welcome in. So I forgot I had some stuff on pre-order that was coming or already ordered before that show that hadn't arrived yet. So stuff came in this week. A lot more than I thought. And then, of course, I went to the Lehigh Valley Knife Show yesterday, where I got some cool stuff, including this big foam sword. So these are kind of cool. They were giving these out for all the kids. And of course, I'm a big kid, so I had to have one. I had to have one. Batman fan, welcome in. Fred the Lug, welcome in, my friend. So went to the knife show where I met up with Geek Machinist, who you guys know from all the chats. It was great meeting him. We hung out, and man, did he buy some stuff. He bought a lot of cool stuff, I got to tell you. So check out his Instagram page because he had put up a lot of stuff on there to check out. So let's talk about what's going to go down tonight. One, we're going to do like we do every week. There's a show and tell. We're going to show you all the stuff I got this week. Then we'll do a pocket check. I'll show you what I'm carrying. We'll read what you guys are carrying. And then the reason why most of you are here, I know, not because of my smiling, beautiful face, but because we've got some big giveaways. This is an exciting night, and I'm glad. And this is a night that you may want to be a member because the two big giveaway, there are two big giveaways. The first one is for the Explorers Club, which is the highest tier of membership, and that is going to be for the TRM. And we'll open that. We'll take a look at that later. The second one, the second tier for the second prize is going to be for a CJRB Lyrid. Then there'll be two open for everybody giveaways. And one of those is going to be for a RoseCraft blades, one of the peanuts that came in. So one of those is going to be going out to somebody. And then the last giveaway is going to be for a Rock Tool Gen R. Rock Tool sent that over. So with three of the four giveaways, technically, if you want to go all four giveaways, were stuff that were sent to the channel. TRM donated the knife for the main giveaway. The CRJB Lyrid, SC Knife Monkey, welcome in. Illuminati, upgrading membership. Thank you so much. So James McCann with the super chat. Thank you, sir. $2 super chat. Congratulations on 2,000 subscribers. Well, I appreciate that. We'll talk about that too in a second. But we're gonna, like I said, out of the giveaways, technically all 4 were given. 3 were given by companies, and 1 was something I won in a prior. Greg Vanderlip, welcome in. How you doing, buddy? So, like I said, TRM sent the knife over to review and then to give away to one of the channel members. So thank you, TRM, for that. The second giveaway, the CRJB Weird, that was sent by 2 people. Ask how it could get sent by 2 people. I'll explain. I won one in Big Red's giveaway, and I won one from G Ball's giveaway. The one you're getting, I don't know if it came from Big Red or G Ball because they're the exact same knife, and I put them in the cases, and I don't remember who sent one. So the second knife was either given to you by G Ball or by Big Red. Whoever you like better, pretend that's the one you got. The third giveaway is a knife that I received from RoseCraft to review. I've reviewed it. Video's not out yet, but I reviewed it, and video will be coming out later this week. And I wanted to pass that along. And then the last one is by Rock Tool. Rock Tool had sent the Gen R about a month ago, and I did the review of that. Well, I spoke to them and I was telling them I was having the giveaway, and they were like, "Hey, how about we send you a Gen R Lite? That way you could review it, and then what we do is we'll send one directly to the winner of the giveaway." And I said, "That's perfect, absolutely." So those are going to be the 4 giveaways, and there's going to be other stuff, and I'll go through all the other stuff that's going to be in the giveaways. As always, there's going to be swag, all kinds of stickers. There's going to be, cool other stuff. Some of the stuff I showed last week. Alex Kerber, welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Now, in the description for this video, I have the 2 links for the members gauze, so that way you can go and comment. It's not a hashtag. All you have to do is go into both of the links, depending on which club you belong to, and just leave a comment. Say hi, tell me to go F myself, whatever. Just try to keep it nice because unfortunately, YouTube will eliminate if it's a nasty comment, and then you won't have a chance. Caleb, welcome to the Explorers Club. William Hornbustle, welcome in. Robert Willoughby, welcome in. Who else do we have here? EDC Plug. Let's see you in here. None for now. Hello there. I was there on Saturday, Fred. Oh wow, Fred, if I would have known that, I would have reached out to you because I was there Saturday. I was there for I wasn't there for a long time. I was there for about 4 hours. I was there from like 10 to 2, somewhere in that range. Spending a lot of time hanging out with the wax swing guys, with wax swing people because I've become friends with them, and we'll go over some of that too. Barbie just upgraded her membership. Projectiles are sharp. Welcome to the Explorers Club. Now, I will tell you, I was going to goof with you guys. I was going to go buy a kazoo. I have a kazoo somewhere. I couldn't find it. But I was going to go buy a kazoo and then just screw with you guys all night. But I decided not to. Mallory, welcome in. Hello there, my friend. So there was that. I went to the show. When we get to the show and tell, I'll show you what I got at the show. But got some cool stuff. But let's start the show and tell now. And yeah, I know. That's why I figured if I had done that, you guys would have all rebelled. So that's why I did not actually go with the kazoo idea, or at least when we were getting to the, to the big prize, then I was going to maybe go, but wait, and then play the kazoo. And I was like, no, they'll rebel. They'll find me and kill me. So I said, no, 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 no. Really? I was at the Otama table. I was talking to those nice folks. I did not know that, Fred. Huh. Trouble Bunny, welcome in. Terrence Funderburg, hello there. Welcome in. So I think I missed somebody. Let me just go. Oh, KR Knife Review. Hello there. Whoops. Nope, nope, nope. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Tegan, hello there. So 3D printed. I did grab some 3D printed stuff off a couple of tables. So that's really funny. Ron Crow, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. So let's start going over some of the stuff that came in this week. So on Monday, I think actually this might have come in last week. I don't remember showing it on the channel if it did. But this is the Mallory Design CRJB Small Centos, Small Centros. Love this knife. So pokey. Just a great small knife. Feels great in the hand. Love the jimping. Love everything about this. Action is fantastic and just sounds great. So this was one of two Dylan Mallory designs that came in this week. Another one was, and this one I like them both, but I really like this one. And this is the CJRB Droma, another Dylan Mallory design. Look at that. That is really fantastic looking. This knife is not expensive, but it looks high end and it feels phenomenal. Really great feel in the hand. You got the clip there, but it's not a hot spot. It's really perfect. You've got that great jimping on top. Thumb hole deployable only, so it's really smooth lines. When it's closed, you don't have thumb studs or flipper sticking out. But man, oops, it just flips out and sounds great. And with what I noticed about this though, you have to move your thumb in a slightly different direction than on some other thumb hole deployable knives. But man, really great. I mean, you guys know I like Mr. Mallory's designs. I have 4 of them now. And I intend to get more in the future, and you can see right in the handle, you can see Dylan's design style. As soon as you see a Dylan Mallory knife, you know what it is. Titanium Justin, member for 1 month. You get a lightsaber salute. Very nice. None for now. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. So, Dylan, if you're still here in the chat, take a bow. These are awesome. I love them both. Just fantastic. Oh, wow. Terrence Funderburg donated 5 memberships going to, let's see, Book Dragon Jen, Kelly's Mishmash, Fred, Ed Harrison, Paul Casper, and Aaron D. All gifted memberships. We've got to give a big salute for that. You're going to get a double salute. You're going to get phaser and lightsaber all at the same time. That's the first time we've done a phaser and lightsaber salute. Who knows if the world can contain both fandoms at once? No worries, Kelly. No worries, Kelly. And welcome in. I didn't say hello already. So let's see some of the other stuff that came in this week. We've got another new neck knife that came in. This is from Reet. Little guy, tiny little guy, even smaller than the CRKT Minimalist. Just a small little guy. 1428. Wait, is it what am I saying? Yeah, 14. Yeah, 14C28 and blade steel on that little guy. Kind of cool. I'm a guy who likes neck knives and an actual Kydex sheath, not a cheapy sheath, which is nice. And paracord. I'll probably change that to a ball chain or add a quick release to this. But it's kind of cool. That'll cut open boxes nicely and slice envelopes and cut rope and tape and that sort of thing. And that's really what I want out of a neck knife. And it's actually really nice looking. Thank you, Caleb. Appreciate that, buddy. So that came in, and these things, I don't even remember the prices. I think it was like, I don't know, maybe it was like $11, $12. It's all it was. It was really cheap. So I'm going to get that out of the way. Actually, what I'm going to be doing is moving these knives out of here as we go because I got to weigh some stuff out. But we'll do that in a second. Then what else came in? Oh, okay. This guy came in. I don't remember if this came in before the show or not, or before last show. So I'm going to show it again if it did, in case it didn't. And this is the O knife, Roboto 3 or Robuto 3. Man, nice knife, 154 cm. Orange aluminum handles that really have that nice texturing that feels great. Ultra drop shutty. Sounds great, easy to deploy, really nice feel, and jimping on top that is a very light jimping. Doesn't really grab well, but that could be because this is new and it is coated. The one thing I'm going to say that I really wish a lot of knife makers would do is not necessarily aggressive jimping, but effective jimping. There's jimping that is for show that doesn't work well. I don't like that. I like jimping that actually works. So I like to call it effective jimping. There's actually another name I use for it because if you're going to have jimping, make it work. But if it's going to be there for show, why? It needs to work. But I will say, this is such a great night. J1 Doobie, hello there. Welcome in. Didn't realize you were here, and I'm very happy you are. But the thing about this is OEM by Kaiser. And this has every bit of a Kaiser feel. Gerthan Hungwell, hello there. Welcome in. But this has every bit of a Kaiser feel to it. Has that fit and finish, But just really great. I really like that knife. Then something else came in, more on the budget side, and that's this guy here with the purple handle. This is a critical strike. I think this is I did a video on it earlier in the week. I believe this is I want to say F504, something like that was the model. And this is a knife that sells for all of $28. I got it through White Mountain Knives. And this one was actually less because if you look closely at the blade, there's a slight blem right there where the coating doesn't go all the way in line. Let me see if you can see that. See that there? So there's a slight blem on the coating. And I was okay with that because I got it for, I think it was like $22. So it was like $6 off the price. Other than that, the knife's perfect. And this is a user, it's not a case queen or anything like that. But man, yeah, it is the 504. Yeah. And it has such a great feel to it, And I've seen this knife I've seen under a different brand name and I can't remember. And Not Your Grandpa's EDC. He had mentioned it in the comments of this, but I realized that's because Critical Strike does OEM work. In fact, if you go to their website, you can contact them about doing OEM work. Cicero, welcome in. Glad you're here. Mick Ranger, hello there. I don't know if I said hello to you yet, but welcome in. But Critical Strike, this is a really nice knife. One, you've got this integral right here, integral backspacer. That's part of the liners, which is really cool. And they still gave you a place if you did want to put a lanyard in the back for those of us who like lanyards. And I know not everybody does, but man, drop shutty sounds great. And jimping that works. Look at that jimping. It actually grabs and holds your finger the way it should. Full 4 fingers on this guy. Full 4 fingers. But just really nice and really slicey. I mean, it cuts well. And you've got the swedge here, or I should say the fuller. You got the fuller here, and that really does work well for deployment. You can deploy it with that. It's going to be hard for you to see that I'm doing it with that and not the thumb stub, but you can get that right there. You know, and what I like is Critical Strike just puts their logo right there, nothing else, no other branding. Oh, that's not true. They put their branding on the clip, but it's not printed. It's just stamped in. But I don't know. What do you guys think of this? I like it a lot. This is the first Critical Strike I got, and you know, thank you, Tegan. Yes, folks, smash that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. We have 64 people here. That's awesome. I love the fact that you guys can hang out on a Sunday night and I can sit here and talk to you guys and gals. I always have to mention guys and gals because, you know, I know we have a nice mix of people here, which is great. Yeah, and that color, I know Ed Harrison loves purple handles. This knife is just awesome. Like I said, I like it a lot. So next up, at the show, I traded with Geek Machinist and I got a big idea design overlook. This is, let me tell you, this is a nice knife. If you look, no screws other than the pivot. And that's because the screw that holds it all together is on the back side. And that also holds the clip in place. All titanium frame lock, M390 blade with effective jimping. And it's not a big guy, not a big guy at all. But if this is the quality of the big idea design knives, I'm impressed. You know, when I saw this and I saw the price that this was a $200 price point knife, and I was like, why? You know, it's not a big knife, but I can see why. Because of the design. You know, it's such smooth lines. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't get any cleaner than that. It's just a very clean design. And the action on it is perfect. They even, with the way they milled out, so you could get to the frame lock on the other side, you know, really great. And one hand operation, thumb studs, real minimalist. I mean, this is such a minimalist design, but sharp as anything. So I don't know. I didn't think this would be worth 200 bucks, and I'm still not sure it is, but I traded for it. You know, we worked out a deal. Otherwise, I don't think I would have ever bought one. But it was a little, he has big hands, so I could see it's really too small for him. And I can get my fourth finger on the end of the knife. So I can get 4 fingers on there. But what do you think? I mean, looks wise, what do you think? None for now. You need some purple knives. I didn't have any either. Actually, there was a point where I didn't have any purple knives, and that's when I decided to RIT dye a couple of my knives perfect. I mean, purple, not perfect, but they actually did come out pretty good. Um, which one of them I actually sent off to Ed Harrison, um, which was kind of cool because when I showed it to him, he was asking about one of the knives, and I said, "Listen, I only have it in purple because I dyed the handles." And he was like, "That's my favorite color." I was like, "All right, I'll send it along." So I know he's enjoying it now, which is cool. But yeah, I have to. Sorry about that. My the coaster got stuck to my bottom of my cup. So with that, we had some other stuff come in. We had this knife, which is a really nice looking knife. This is a CRKT, Ken Onion design. This is the Slacker. Now, if you notice, you've got this weird kind of switch here, and this is a very unique knife. This knife was designed by Ken Onion to be able to be field stripped without any tools. So if you look here on the back, you see that wheel? That wheel you turn, and what it does, it unscrews the back. And then all you do is you flip that switch, and the whole knife comes apart without any tools. It's got some great action to it. It looks really nice with that aluminum handle. Unfortunately, it's not a great blade steel. I forget what the blade steel is, but it's a lesser blade steel. And this knife was originally selling for the $80 price point, and at $80, it would be never worth it on any day that ends in Y. But they've discontinued it now, and you can get these for about 30 bucks. 30 bucks makes this a winner of a knife. The blade shape is amazing. The action on it is amazing. It's a Ken Onion design, so you know it's going to work well. You got some nice jimping on the flipper. It feels great. And they use the shorty clip on it. So clip is not reversible though. I wish it was. But again, you're going to unscrew that. So you're going to turn this on the back. And basically that turns. And I'm not going to take it apart because I don't want parts everywhere. But that turns to tighten and loosen it. And then what you do is you just flick that switch and the whole thing comes apart. So, and no blade play whatsoever. None up and down, none left and right. And I thought maybe, well, because of the way it's manufactured to come apart, that it would open. I mean, would be some blade play, but none, none. Like I said, just a great looking knife. I love the concept of it because this is something I would take like camping or whatever. You know, no worries, Caleb. Oh, I do want to make a correction real quick before while everybody's here. In the in the rules for the comment video, it said that the winner had to be present for the members giveaway. For either of the members giveaway, you do not have to be present. I have a generic set of rules, and I forgot to take that line out because that's one that I have set up for everybody. Um, so yeah, don't worry if you're a member and you win and you're not here. That's fine. Just make sure you left comments in the members giveaway videos, please. Um, I don't think it's fair that members have to be here. I know life happens, and I know I go late, so but I just wanted to get that out there. So even though it says that I'm letting everybody know up front, if the members aren't present, they can still win. So hope everybody's okay with that. Jake S. Gordon, hello there. Welcome in. Welcome in. So let's look at the next thing that came in. Oh. So also too, no, we'll get to that in a second. Actually, we won't. So this came in, and this is a little cheapy marbles lockback. Some type of wood handle. I have no idea. Some unknown steel, but the lockup is perfect. Blade shape is nice. Little 3.5 finger knife. This is probably good to, I don't know, put in a little survival kit or something like that. The lockback works really well. It has a nail nick, so it's nothing that you're going to flip open, but kind of an old school traditional knife. This was a freebie from Blade HQ. If you spent, I don't think it's like, I don't know what the limit was, what the threshold was, but if you spent X amount of dollars on an order, you got this for free by putting in the code lockback. So this was a little freebie. I'm always cool with a freebie, you know, but kind of cool little knife, on the traditional front. And that came with this guy. This is the new Chavez in the budget line. Look at that. That is wonderful. I can't believe they put out such a great knife at this price point with these aluminum handles. Actually, I don't know if they're, yeah, I think they're aluminum. D2 steel, which D2, if done right, is excellent. And I have no doubt that Chavez is having this done right. They give you the option of clips. It comes with the standard clip attached. And then in the box, it has the skeleton or the skull clip. I opted for the skull clip because, as you guys know, I love everything skulls. And, hence my shirt. I love everything with skulls on it. So I had to put that clip on there. But man, action on this is phenomenal. Oh, I'm going for stupid me. I'm going for a liner lock that's not there. I mean, fantastic. Feels great in the hand. And I just love. Originally, I had pre-ordered this, and when I pre-ordered, I ordered it with a Tanto blade. But the more I looked at it, I was like, no, I want the drop point on this. So I went drop point, and I'm happy I did because I have got a million Tanto style blades, and I just think for some reason I think this one looks better in the drop point. As far as what's going to work more effectively, I think both of them have their place. Drop points are very versatile. You know, yeah. What's nice too? They did a really good job with the fact that they made these very available. There's a lot of them in stock. They didn't limit. I mean, obviously, there's a limit to how many they have, but they put out enough of them that everybody could get it. Oh, 100%. This is worth every dollar of this knife. Just to feel the build quality. I mean, no play, perfectly centered. You know, I think, especially now that, I mean, that is perfectly centered. The action is like just perfect. It's just perfect. I couldn't ask for, a better knife at that price point. I mean, especially if you look like what you're getting here, and now you look at the Civivis that are out there. I mean, have you seen the prices of the new Civivis? Civivi has become, yes, I know they're the mid range of We Knife, but their prices keep inching up and up and up and up. 1931 Leatherworks, welcome in. Addicted to Blades too, welcome in. Glad to see you here, buddy. So those prices keep going up on what I want to call a pedestrian brand. And that's not a knock in any way, shape, or form because I love Civivi. In fact, I have to get this guile out tomorrow to move it along to the next person who's going to review it. But I mean, you're talking about a knife here that's $70, you know, and as much as I like it, and I do like it a lot. Help with Gadgets, hello there, welcome in. I like it a lot, but if I'm going to pay 60, I think these are 69. So I'm going to pay $70 for that. I'm easily going the extra $10 for that puppy. Stacy Bolsterblades in the house. Hello there. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Glad you could be with us tonight. So you know what I'm saying? And then the fact that you get that kick-ass skull clip, that just makes it worth it right there. But no, I mean, the feel on this is really great. And like I said, the effective jimping. Mallory, the great Mallory in the house. And like I showed before, two amazing knives. Mallory, you knocked out of the park with this one. Just got to tell you that, my friend. That is so freaking sweet. Like I said, this thing, I love this in the champagne finish with the G10 on the right there. Just awesome. Christopher Wheeling, hello there. Yeah, exactly. What difference does the $10 make? I would rather have the Chavez, you know? You're getting that Chavez quality. So, the next thing that came in was, as we were talking about before, and this is gonna be one of the ones that gets given away later, is the Rock Tool Gen R. Really nice. You've got this nice VG10 blade on there. Really nice shape. Ramps up, like, even though this is a multi-tool, because it's not huge like some of the Leatherman, you could actually you really use that knife, you know? It's got a liner lock, really sweet, locks up well. On the other side, on the outside, you have scissors that lock, and these are really good scissors. Let's see if I have something I can cut. Oh, let's grab some paracord that's kind of sitting here on the table. I mean, really, really effective scissors. I was cutting with these earlier, and just because I wanted to test to see how good they were, and they are really good. The action on them, the feel on them, phenomenal. You have, again, and that's held in by a liner lock or locked in place. Then on this side here, you've got two rulers, centimeters and inches. I like the fact that the way they print them on there, it's not like a Leatherman or some of the other multi-tools where you fold it out and you have the length rule. Obviously, this is small. You're only going to measure in 3-inch increments or 8 centimeter increments. But in a pinch, that'll work. Now, in here, you have several tools. We'll open these up so we could show them. And let's do this at a time. So, starting here, you have your awl. Um, you have your awl right there, which some people don't use an awl. I use them; they work pretty well. I've used them for making holes in leather, especially when I was losing weight and was still wearing a leather belt instead of a ratcheting belt, and I had to put holes. I would just use the awl on my Swiss Army knife. Well, this one's really nice. Now you have here, you have your standard. Let's start here. You've got a two-sided file here, which is really nice. You've got a micro screwdriver right there. It's a flat blade, and on the other side, it is a little Phillips. For people who wear eyeglasses, those are perfect. Also, too, you can use that, I believe, to remove a SIM card. Then the next one you have in order here is you have a flathead screwdriver or pry bar. And then, of course, you have your can opener, bottle opener, and wire stripper right there. And those fold up. And then on this end, you've got a bit driver, and it includes a Phillips bit and glass breaker. So, in an emergency, if you need to break glass, you've got that. But you do have the Phillips. So, this is a nice little multi tool that has a lot of features in it. The only thing it doesn't have is the pliers, but it has everything else. So if you're the type of person who doesn't need a pliers, or if you're somebody like me that sometimes carries one of these, the little crescent wrench, you know, these together, that's all I need. And it does come with a leather sheath that has your belt attachment. So that's nice. And actually, for me, what's kind of cool is I can fit both two. Well, maybe I can't. Oh, actually, yes, I can. I've turned this way. I can fit both these tools in that pouch. Now, this is a little bit long, so it doesn't fit perfect, but you can get them in that pouch. You know, so one of these will be given away. Like I said, they next tool. I'm sorry, not next tool. Oh God, don't want Rock Tool to get mad at me. Rock Tool sent this along, and this will be in the fourth giveaway. And the way they're working it is they sent me this one to review. You're not getting this one. They're going to send you one directly. So I think that's kind of cool. Thank you for Rock Tool for that. And a couple of things that, well, let's show you some stuff. Another thing that came in when this O knife came in, I also took advantage of the Olight sale and got another little Olight. And this is the one that's got the constellations on it. I love these. I collect these. I've got so many of them right now. But that came in, you know. And then at the show, the first knife I picked up was not for me. It was for Book Dragon Jen, and it was by these guys, Brighton Blades. So if you don't know the story of Brighton Blades, it's a company founded by two women. They design the knives, they run the company, they employ women, and these knives are designed with women in mind. Not that men can't carry them, but they're designed. So they have a story. First thing you're going to see when you open it up is they've got their warranty and, you know, their warranty card. And then they've got a sticker in there, you know, that they include, which is nice. And the sticker goes along with the theme of the knife. Let's show you with the theme of the knife and the theme of the case. So this is the case that they come in. Kind of cool case. When it says Dream on it, you've got the nice little leather tab with the zipper. When you open the knife, it's held in there with this nice elastic. And this is the knife. It's a nice looking knife. Look at that G10 handle, that printed G10 with that dream pattern. And oops, oh, I think you used this one. It's thumb stud deployable. It's a liner lock. Got the liner right there. They bedazzled the pivot and the thumb studs, but it's got this really nice blade shape. It says Dream on the blade itself, continuing the Dream theme, and easy to operate with one hand. Now the thumb studs, I have to get used to this because it's a little bit different. My thumb is a little bit big, but well, for now we're just going to open it that way. I think I got to adjust the pivot slightly, which is weird because I was opening this yesterday with no problem, but just a nice knife. So I wanted my wife to have a knife. She's not really a knife person, but I wanted something to be cool for her. I know she would love the theme, and she did. So it went over nicely with her, and she's got her first kind of real knife, other than like her we have her grandmother's knife. That is the classic. This is my wife's other knife. This was her grandmother's. It's a vintage knife from the late 30s. Still in great shape. But this is my wife's knife. Again, this was her grandmother's knife. And this was by the New York Knife Company. Fantastic knife, by the way. Especially in the condition that it's in for the age that it is. Phenomenal. And now she's got this one. I gave her another knife about a year ago that she's misplaced. It's not lost. It's here in the house somewhere. We just don't know where. But I wanted to have her own little cool knife, and she really liked it and went over kind of big. Then at the show, I also got a new leather slip from one of the vendors there. Really nice leather, that pebble texture. Yep, definitely real leather. And these were only $10 at the show. Definitely worth it. And I got that for my case knife, the one I showed you guys a few weeks ago, and it fits perfect. Couldn't argue that for the price. And then I got two of these at one of the knife vendors there. They had these 3D printed knives that were awesome. I had to have these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I think they're really cool. But they were giving these out. There were a bunch of tables that were giving out 3D printed knives and stuff. Um, but yeah, these were great. Couldn't resist those. And then the last thing I got at the show was this, another fixed blade from Waxed Wing. This is the Nymph. Love. Look at those. Look at the handles on that. Full tang. Really nice knife. Just feels really great. And what's really cool about these is that Trevor, who makes these, yep, this was, yep, Dang Ross, yep. I was hanging out with Waxwing. I was hanging out with Trevor. I've actually become friends with them since the last show, so it was really kind of cool. But what's cool about this is he hand makes these, so he actually takes a Dremel tool and does all those divots. Really fantastic. Diamond Cut Steel, hello there. Dang Russ, I don't think I said hello to you, by the way. Let's see who else is here. I think I'm missing. Cliff Brott, hello there. Welcome in. Did not see you. Sorry if I missed you a little bit earlier. Um, but yeah, he hand does every one of these handle scales. And that's really cool. And considering he sells these for $120, Nitro V steel, and just fantastic. They feel great. They look great. They're not a heavy duty knife. These are just for EDC tests. This isn't going to go out. This is not your bushcrafting style knife. This is just a small, pocketable EDC knife. You know, doing well, my friend, doing well. But fantastic. This is the second one of his knives I have. I have the other one in purple, which let me grab that one. Over here. Ow. The sheath is still a little new on this, so it's a little tight. It'll widen up a little bit as we go. But I have this one too. This is the Chitin, Chitin, and this is the one I bought at the show prior. And I found out about him from Neves. And in fact, Neves let it slip the other night on his whatnot that he is making a knife in collaboration with Waxed Wing. And when I was there, I talked to Trevor about it, and I said, "Hey," I was like, "spill the beans." I was like, "Neves slipped and said you guys are working together on a collaboration." So he didn't have the knife with him, but he showed me the drawings of it. It looks really cool, and he told me that Neves is happy with it. So I don't know if that's going to come out as a production type of piece or if that's just a one-off for Neves, but looked really cool. Yes, but spelled differently. Spelled differently. And I'm probably mispronouncing it, but it's Chitin. So, and I forget what it means, but just a great knife. Like I said, both of these are really cool. And they're both small, just EDC fixed blades, you know? But I like them. I like them a lot. Yeah, locks in there really nice. This one too, you know. So I've got both of these, really nice. Now, here's the ass kicker of the whole thing. So I show up at the show, and you know, it's like you're carrying more knives than what you would usually carry because people pocket check you, and you want to flex a little bit when you got a pocket check. So first thing, I'm wearing a TCal hat. First guy I talked to was like, "Oh, you really have a TCal?" And I showed him. I had my Piranha on me. I showed him. Then on the outside of my, I was wearing a shoulder bag, and on each strap of the shoulder bag, I had a fixed blade knife. I had my Aries EDC custom bloom harpoon, and then I had the Waxed Wing. Well, people weren't asking me about any of that. All people wanted to talk to me about, and it's because I was wearing it on the outside of my shirt, was this guy. Everybody saw this and was like, "Hey, is that a little knife?" And I would have to take it out and I would have to show them, "Yep, it's the Concept Mini Corvid And this one is kind of the cool one because we're coming up to that time of year. This was their Halloween release of the Headless Horseman. But everybody wanted to talk about this knife. I must have got stopped, no exaggeration, about 10 times with people asking me about this little guy. I was like, who would have thought it? You know, I kind of threw it on as an afterthought anyway. And somebody was like, oh, it looks good because it kind of looks like jewelry. I was like, really? I was like, I just see a knife, man. But I had to put that on today to show you guys. But that one got the most of attention out of anything I had. So who knows? All right. So give me a second, and I'm going to start clearing the table off. Actually, I don't really need to clear the table off because we're not doing the table face down. But let's talk about what we're giving away. Well, no, let's not do that. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Let's pocket check. So let me show you what I was carrying today really quick. So that way you guys know what I'm carrying. As always, I was carrying a multi-tool, and this is the SOG Power Pint. I was carrying that. Let's get everything out of the pockets. I was carrying my customized Zippo lighter that my friend Justin did for me. Hold on one second. One of my lights is not on. No wonder why it's so dark in here. Sorry, folks. Whoops. There we go. So yes, I'm carrying my customized Zippo, the Power Pint. In the other pocket, we are carrying my Arcfeld Pro. Love this light. Then I am carrying, let's go down. Well, I was carrying the case knife in the new slip. And this is just a great knife. Got this at a bargain price. I told you about that a few weeks ago. But really nice looking case knife. And nice size too. But walk and talk on it. Sounds really good. Let's see. What else are we carrying? Oh, we're carrying my Right in the Rain Monsoon wallet with my Right in the Rain pen. And last but not least, I've got the Gear Infusion pry bar and my beloved Swiss Army knife SD Classic. So that's what I'm carrying. Now go slow and tell me what you guys are carrying, because I'm really curious. Is Geek Machinist? Yes. Hello, Geek Machinist. What's up, Elijah? Welcome in. Welcome in. Robert Jones, welcome in. Neil McKenzie, I don't know if I said hello to you, but you've got your CJRB Echo, your Gerber US1, in your tiny SOG on your keychain, and your Full in Love mini light. Nice. What else do we have? James McCann with the Cold Steel Code 4 and a Zippo. Hey, it's the Johnsons carrying a Ferrum Forge Stinger, a Swick Knives Swip Knives. Is that? Yeah, Swip on Knives Model 3, and a Boca Trapper, ready for anything. Yes. Taste small Centros. And 2i1 from G, and the 2i1 from G. Well, the Prado, and the Wixco Works. I love the Worktex. That's a great knife. It's a nice looking knife too. Let's see. Rams is silent. The Leatherman Arc SOG Power Pint, the Civivi Sentinel Strike, the CRKT Obake, and I lost it off my screen. All right, you guys are getting way ahead of me. None for now, no knife. I'm bed. In bed, but a cold steel trench hawk within reach. Excellent. Shiro 111 for diamond cut steel, and the Crossroads Sodbuster Junior. Projectiles are sharp. You had your Spyderco Cutlery Shop exclusive PM2, Warncliffe, your Spyderco Cutlery Shop exclusive Little Native, both in CTX XHP. Rolf with the wingspan, representing loot. Para 3 lightweight. Ramsey's back to Ramsey's. Okay, let's see. The Outdoor Element neck knife, the Zippo, and the with the bit kit insert. Jesse, the Matriarch 2, and the Vospi Porcupine. Oh, is it Cretan? I think it's supposed to be Cretan, right? The TIQSB Penguin, nice. KR Knives review. The Chavez Redemption, the Slick Knives Homesteader, the Jack Wolf Gateway Barlow in Abalone, Brown Sugar, the Pickle Steel Freya, Stacy Bolsterblade, just saying hello to people. What do we got? Gerthan Hungwell carried a Civivi Vision FG, the Gerber MP600, the Olight Arcveld Pro, the Amir Tactical Neck Knife. Very nice. That was for my last stream. Very cool. And the Palm Pepper Spray for work today. Nice. Stacy Bolsterblades, the new Tenable Fenrir with the Blue Teal Damascus. Nice. The Arcveld Pro and the Nafswander 3. What else? Mick Ranger's got a Para 315 with the Thai Titanium scales, a glow carbon CME. Oh, okay. From I have a set of those to put on my Para 3, and I've not put them on yet. The Concept Orlock Plain TI, nice, with the 1931 Leatherworks. Okay, nice, nice. The Olight Arcveld Pro, Robert Jones, McNeese Dixon, the Exceed Designs Tyrant Ultra, and sitting here flicking your new Spyderco Shaman, an M390 with the orange red micarta, very nice. Geek Machinist, yes, I'm sure your pockets are loaded after what you bought yesterday. That said, much else mattered except for brand spanking new OEG District. By the way, that OEG District, man, that was awesome. It's funny, when I got to their table, you had already bought that, and they had one more sitting there. And I remember seeing the one they had there online, and man, I was so tempted. I was just so tempted, but I just no, 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 not with. I've got one of Aries knives on the book that I have to pay for still. So there was no way I was going to pull the trigger on that. Let's see what else. I know I just missed a couple. I'm behind, so. Douglas Wagner, the Black Star Design Apex Arc, and the Exceed Design Tyrant Razor V3. I was right. Good. Thank you. Very sweet. Bobby's got the Kaiser Infinity. Level on up. Welcome in, Level on up. I don't think I said hello to you yet. You've got the Twill, the Asher Spiro with the light gray G10 backspacer that gives off an integral vibes with the CPM S90V. Very nice. Joe Kasperick, the Acaso Strategy, the Civivi Odom, the Phoenix LD30, and a Bluminati chip. Speaking of Bluminati chips, I showed you guys these last week. Blue made these for me, and these are going to go out with the prizes. Let's see. Let's just make sure I know I'm missing people. Okay. SE Knife Monkey, the Kaiser Drop Bear, the SE Fixed Blade, the Latama. Oh man, that Latama Victorium. I was actually telling James, who's the designer of that knife, was at the knife show yesterday, and I've told him that's one of my Grail knives that I haven't gotten around to getting. I love that knife. Like, just love everything about that knife. Okay, let's go back. I just don't want to miss anybody. J1 Newbie with the Tempest Jetstream, the Halloween Drop Bear, the CRKT Spew, and the Wuben L3. Very nice. Well, you know what? Geek Machines. If you hadn't passed, if you would have passed on that, that wouldn't have been gone. That would have been gone by the time you got back. That knife was so freaking nice, you know. And I saw when you put it up on your Instagram. Very proud owner, and I get it. It's just amazing. In all honesty, out of all the knives at the show, that is the one that felt best in my hand. I was like, I was so tempted. I really was, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Wyvern Kodiak, hello there. Welcome in, buddy. Right now, we're just doing knife pocket checks. Mark Humans, hello there. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate the congratulations. Sean McDonald, hello there. I don't think I said hello to you either. But you got the Kaiser Clipper and the Notice Suit Carry Beauty. Oh, okay. Nice. Gotcha. Anybody else? I think I've got to everybody's. Oh, wait. Nope, nope. William Hornbustle carried the F and Grow 150, the Montana Knife Company Stone Goat, the Drop Bear 2, the Military 2 Bowie Minimalist Neck Knife, and the Archfell Pro Brass Knuckles, and so much more. Sounds like it. Sound like you were carrying on. All right, I'm to the bottom of it. So we're caught up. Whew. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. So we've got 64 people in here, 62 likes. I could live with that. That's awesome. So let's just go over. Let's start with. Oh, I got to grab something here. Talk amongst yourselves. I have to grab. We're going to work our way up from bottom to the top. Or should we work our way the other way? I don't know. All right. So we're going to do. Obviously, the members giveaways are going to be with the comment picker, but the non-members giveaways are going to be done with, what are we going to do them with? The numbers game. So I'm sure everybody knows the rules of the numbers game. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to pick one of the public drawings, then we're going to go to the two members drawings, and then go back to the public drawing. So we'll go that route. So I am going to get rid of this because I don't need this here. And I don't want to confuse anybody if they see other numbers from past giveaways. Oh, I'm not giving away the half stack. No. Actually, it's a half stack in this configuration, but I have the lower cabinet as well, so it makes it a full stack. But that's a whole story for another day. So let's get a range here. All right. So basic rules. This is going to be for the rock tool Gen R light giveaway. This is the one that's going to be coming from Rock Tool directly to who the winner is. So there's going to be that. This one's not going to have a swag pack because this is coming right from the vendor. So there won't be a swag pack or anything else to go with it. So, Derek for real, hello there. Glad you're here working. Appreciate that. Paul Mills, hello there. Welcome in. If I didn't say, if you've been here, I'm sorry if I missed you, but welcome in. But this is going to be the rock tool. We showed this off just a few minutes ago. This comes with the sheath, and Rock Tool is going to send this directly to you. So because of that, there is no swag pack. I'm sorry about that, but they're sending it direct. So we're going to play the numbers game. So one guess only. The winner is whoever comes closest without going over. And as soon as we get and you have to be over 18. Sorry, because there's a knife on there. I just want to let everybody know. All right. So as soon as one of the moderators puts up the go sign, I'll show the number range. Salvo Zen gifted a membership. Who got the membership before we go any further? Level on up, receive the membership. That's awesome because you'll be eligible for one of the members giveaways. All right. So Stacy put the go sign up. Was it Stacy? Somebody put the go sign on the screen. I saw it. But Stacy put the start up. Excellent. Thank you, Stacy. So the range is 200 to 400. 200 to 400. So start guessing now. Now I'm just going to sit here and look at the guesses. Wow, those guesses are going by fast. I'm going to need help with this, mods, because they are coming fast and furious, quicker than I can keep up with. So let's make sure we all get our guesses in. I'm not going to run this, for too long. I just want to make sure everybody gets their guesses in. Sean Scheuer, hello there. Welcome in. Oh, one more rule real quick. You have to be subscribed to the channel. So if you win, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Mick Ranger, doing something nice, doing something kind for somebody, for Derek, for real. That's very cool. So there it is. We all live by it in the community. Any more guesses? Make sure you get your guesses in, everybody. Want everybody to have a chance to win. Ryan F., hello there. Welcome in. Did not notice you were here. I don't have the game on, but I have an update that came through. I see Dallas is beating the Packers 30 to 27. Could there be an upset? All right, the guesses have slowed down. So let's give it like 30 more seconds, and we'll put some stop signs on the screen. Yep, there's the stop sign. Thank you, Stacy. All right, so the number is 327. Oceanon, thank you. Old Man on the Ridge, hello there. So the number for this giveaway is 327. Let's go back because I don't think I saw a 327. I have a 300. Greg Vanderlip, 319. Oh, help with gadgets, 324. Help with gadgets is what I can see the closest so far. 324. That looks to be the closest. Just going back, double checking. Blessed Knives, hello there. Glad you're here, buddy. Doyle Ammo, hello there. It's backwards because I'm using my phone for the video. It was 327, and it looks to be Help with Gadgets is the winner. Yep, 324. I'm seeing the same thing. Congratulations, Help with Gadgets. So, Help with Gadgets, you could get to me in two ways. You could email me at adventure50@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram. For this one, just I'm going to need your I'll need your contact information and your mailing address. But congratulations, you are the winner of the wherever the heck I put it. Oh, of the Rock Tool Gen R Lite. And again, that will be coming directly to you from Rock Tool. So congratulations and phaser blast. There we go. All right. Who is ready for the first members giveaway? Now, all membership levels are eligible for this one. So let me get it out and let me get my iPad so that we can get the comment picker up. So let me clean said iPad because it's a mess. A lot of fingerprints. Go figure, an iPad would have fingerprints. But we will get that cleaned up. And let me get this going. We will go to the comment picker. All right. So let me grab the link to the video. So I think studio. Dashboard. Content. So if anybody wants to be eligible for this, now's your chance to become a channel member. We have two tiers. Both tiers are going to be eligible for this giveaway. So let's go over what's going to be in the giveaway, and then we'll pick it out. So first thing that's going to be in the giveaway is the winner of this one will get an Adventure 50 poker chip that was made by Boominati Ninja. That will be in there. I'm not going to show the specific stickers because I've got more stickers that I've got stickers, all kinds of stickers. I've got morale patches. There's just going to be a big swag bag that's going to go in with it. So you're going to get the stickers, the swag bag of stickers. You're going to get the poker chip, and there's only 4 of those poker chips, by the way. That's all I had made by Blue. And that's all I want to give out. Not all 4 of those are going tonight. 2 are going out, and 3 are going out tonight. And then, last but not least, you are playing for the CJRB Weird. This is a Really nice knife. Deep carry clip, really nice grippy G10 handles. The AR RPM 9 in that sheep's foot blade, thumb stud deployable. You've got your crossbar lock right there, which works really well. Just a nice knife, and it's got that CJRB concept quality. Not yeah, no, I'm sorry, CJRB artisan cutlery quality. Just really nice, really nice. So that's what we're playing for. So again, to be eligible for this one, you have to be in either of the channel membership tiers. So I'll give everybody just another minute or two if anybody wants to join at the last minute to be eligible. So you guys having fun so far? I know I am. I love hanging out with you guys. I know this has been a show of much more of me talking than having a conversation. I'm sorry about that, but just trying to rush through because I want to get everything done and wrapped up. Oh, and the other thing you guys are going to get, so you get one of these little hearts, these wood hearts that say love. That'll be in there as part of the pack. So, and then maybe even some treats in the bag. I don't know, in the box. We'll get some stuff out. It'll be a nice fun, fun giveaway. So, all right. You guys, I'm going to bring up the video and get the link. So, first thing I need to do. No, I can't do that. Okay. Copy. And we are going to go to the comment picker. We'll get set up here. We're going to filter duplicate users because we don't want anybody playing twice. One winner. We're going to go with the wheel of names, which I like the wheel of names. And we're going to go, how long should we go? Let's go 45 seconds on this one. 8 colors. Why it's doing that? I don't know if I can do this math equation. It's asking me what 1 plus 1 is. So it says we have 27 comments, 27 unique comments. So are we ready? Let's make that big. All right. This is the screen. And let's go in 3, 2, 1. But wait. No. We won't be doing that. There won't be a kazoo. Let's go. Let's see who the winner is. Good luck, everybody. Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. And who's the winner? We're slowing down. We're slowing down. Who's the winner? Well, who's the winner? The winner is SC Knife Monkey. Congratulations, SC Knife Monkey. You have a CJRB Lyrid coming your way, as well as the swag pack. And the goodie pack, and the poker chip. Congratulations and thank you. You're a new member too. That's awesome. Very, very cool. So SC Knife Monkey, you know how to reach me. The rules say you have to email me within a week. Let's follow the rules. You can also hit me up on Instagram. That's fine. But I would prefer the emails because it's easier for me to track and communicate back and forth with you. So, congratulations. Excellent. All right. So, we're going to hang out just for a few more minutes and then we'll get to the next prize. So, so tonight I was talking on Ron Crow's live stream earlier. I was made dinner tonight and I made a Indian butter chicken um, over a curry butter chicken over rice. Man, that came out so good. And unfortunately, I didn't make enough of it. I made enough for basically three helpings. So my wife had a dish, I had a dish, and then there's one dish left over that she's going to take for lunch. So I wish I'd made a little bit more, but it was so good. So, so good. Thanks, Level On Up. I appreciate it. You know, yeah, Douglas Wagner. Hello there. Welcome in. I did not say hello to you yet, so I apologize. But man, it came out so good, and I'm okay. I'm a really good cook, and I've been very lucky. I grew up in an Italian household on one side and a German Polish uh, on the other side of the family. So I learned Italian cooking, German cooking, Polish cooking. But over the years, because of my day job, I've actually trained with a lot of chefs. So, and I'm not a chef. I just happen to, because of what I do for a living, I've trained with a lot of chefs and learned a lot of different cooking techniques and whatnot. So I'm one of those people who can cook a lot. Like I make different things. Me and my wife very rarely eat the same meal twice in a month. I try to be creative. We might wind up eating chicken 18 days of the month, but it'll always be made different every time. So, you know, so what did everybody else have for dinner? I'm just curious because I am looking for ideas. I'm always looking for ideas. Like the other day, I was at work and my direct boss, he had made sausage and peppers, and I was like, "Oh, I haven't made sausage and peppers in a while," and I made some awesome sausage and peppers. Chicken, yeah, but how did you make the chicken level on up? Bless, that's awesome. You know what, Bless? You know why? Because you're creative. People who are creative have a tendency to be good cooks. Roger Baker, hello there, my friend. I'm glad you made it. That's very cool. Well, yeah, and you're a New York guy, so it just makes sense. Hot honey chicken Alfredo, nice. See, that sounds really good. I've never actually made hot honey chicken. That's an idea. Let's see. Chicken and rice, that's all. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, chicken and rice, man. All my Latino friends live off of chicken and rice. And man, one of my buddies at work is Puerto Rican, and he would bring in so many different variations on chicken and rice. Holy crap! Some of the best food I've ever had. So don't look down on or say chicken and rice. That's all. Chicken and rice is good, man. Barbecue burgers and brats, nice. Roasted chicken, carrots, potatoes, and onions, very nice. Beef chicken tongue. I have never had tongue, and I know it's good because I know a lot of people who eat it, and they tell me it's good. But I've never actually had it. That's good, Mick. I mean, being versatile, I think that's what keeps from getting bored. 'Cause I know so many people who cook like they cook, but they cook the same things over and over again, and they wind up getting bored, and they don't enjoy food, which I don't understand. I mean, obviously, I'm a fat guy, so I like food, but I got you, Stacy. Well, you know what? I will say one thing. When I try to make meals, especially like when I get home from work. I get home about like a quarter to 6, and then my wife gets home about 6:15, 6:30 every night. And I try to do the cooking so she, so when she comes home, she just can kind of relax and whatnot and eat. But I try to make meals that are quick because the worst thing to do is spend an hour and a half making a complicated meal to eat it in 10 minutes and then have the cleanup. Oh, there's nothing more annoying. So I try to do things that I can do quick. Let's see. Robert Jones, burgers stuffed with cheese, bacon, peppers, and onions. Oh, that sounds awesome. I've got a stuffed burger mold in there that I use sometimes. I have done some really cool, like pulled pork, barbecue pulled pork, stuffed burgers with cheddar cheese inside. Oh, those are to die for. Let's see. I know. Sunday barbecue with family ribs, pork, steaks. There you go. There's nothing like a good cookout. Pork belly ramen with all the goodies, very nice. Ramen with all the fixins. You know, there are some really like I know people joke because when you're in college and you have no money, you make ramen all the time. But if you go to like some really good ramen restaurants, Asian ramen restaurants, man, that is some of the best food. It's all about how you cook the tongue. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. Bless, not a lot of people know how sous vide cooking works. Actually, that's one of the things I got trained on. I have a sous vide cooker there that I don't use enough, but when you learn how to sous vide cook, man, it's amazing. All right, I missed. Ever have shrimp feet? No. Salvo, I don't do seafood. I hate seafood. There's no seafood I've ever had that I liked. I just don't like seafood. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people do, but it's not my thing. I'm a beef, pork, turkey, chicken type of eater. You know, I don't do fish. I just don't. Let me go skip down. I know I'm missing stuff. Chili pizza. So pizza with the chili garlic sauce, chicken, onions, peppers, pineapple. Oh, that sounds awesome. Vanilla ice cream with pineapple, pecans, and brown sugar. Okay, that just sounds like a diabetic's worst nightmare, but it just sounds so good. Yeah, Puerto Rican food is banging. Absolutely. Sugar equals Haagen-Dazs, Twizzlers, and Pepsi. There you go. Chicken salad sandwich, which shredded sharp cheddar, pepper, Italian sliced bread, toasted cashews on the side, and applesauce. That sounds good. Level on up. Yeah, you're right, Joe. There's so many different varieties of chicken and rice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Granger simplicity. Yep. Now, you know what's funny, Mick? I never actually, what you call it? I never actually learned, like, cooked with my mom or my grandmother on either side, but I would watch them. I would watch them all the time. And then, like, I was basically when I turned 18, I started to cook for myself. And there was a lot of trial and error. And then over the years, I just learned different techniques and whatnot. So it took time. Oh, yeah. See, Donnie Bless, I agree. That's exactly what it is, too. Can't eat ramen microscopically. Stacy, I have a theory. When I was in Brooklyn, we used to go to a Chinese restaurant all the time. One of my friends turned around one day and said, You know, you really shouldn't go there. They've got roaches. And my opinion was, if I don't see them, they're not there. I leave it at that because again, having worked with a lot of chefs and having been in and out of kitchens and stuff over years, if most people knew what was going into their food, they would probably never eat it. And I'm not even talking about like in restaurants, because most restaurants, you know, have pretty good health standards, especially like in New York, New Jersey, where they get rated and the ratings are right on the windows. But I'm talking about like at the production plants. My friend was actually a food inspector for the FDA, and he's told me some nightmares that I just tell him all the time. I don't care. I don't see it. It's not really there. You know, that's the way I look at it. Geek Machinist. Okay. I'm gonna actually, if you could send me that information on the Korean barbecue, I was telling my wife about it that we couldn't go, but we wanted to. And my wife was like, she goes, talk to him, find out what the name of the place was. Because she wants to go. My wife loves Korean barbecue. And I mean, it's an hour and a half drive for me. And to get to any of the good Korean barbecue places in New Jersey, it's going to be the same distance. So I definitely want to try that place out. You made it sound so good, but we were actually going the opposite way, so we couldn't stop there for lunch. But definitely want to check that place out. I'll hit you up on there for it. All right. What else did I miss? Dry barbecue swordfish steak through the spine, best ever. I will, what you call it? Accept your answer for that. I'm still not trying it, but bugs of the sea, yes. Well, Mick Ranger, my grandmother was only like 4'10", and so was my her daughter, my Aunt Rosemary. And on Sundays, they would actually be standing on stools making the pasta sauce, stirring it for hours. But they were actually standing on stools because they were so short and the stock pots were so big. So, all right. Okay. Brown sugar loves seafood. That's fine. I don't like if somebody likes it, I'm not one of those people like, oh, okay, I get it. You like it. People like what they like, you know. Let's see what else we got. Addicted to Blades too. Hello there. Tennessee Nate. Hello there. What a good time, Tennessee Nate. Appreciate you being here. And I will check out your channel as soon as the live stream is over. Right now, we're just talking about food, but we're going to go back to talking knives, and we've got a couple of giveaways coming. We've got a members uh, grand prize giveaway, and then there's another smaller giveaway that's happening after that that's open to the public. So, but right now, we're talking food. And I know I fell behind on that. I'm gonna I'm gonna move down. I know think I missed somebody. Oh, I mean, I'm a steak and pork guy too, man. But yeah, that my dad was totally different than me though. Like I like a nice medium rare steak. Growing up, my dad wanted everything cooked like shoe leather. He ate steak well done all the time. And when I was younger, before I knew any better, I would eat my steaks the same way because it's like, well, if dad likes them that way, I have to. Not realizing that like you kill the flavor. You get that nice char on the outside, but you kill the flavor on the inside of the steak when it's when it's overly done. So mm, me- Wyvern Kodiak, I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss people off who aren't from the New York tri-state area. It is hard to find great food outside of the Northeast. I'm sorry, people. I've been all over this country, and the food around the country, especially in the Midwest, and it's gotten better over the years because I think cooking shows and TV have changed the way people cook. But there's a for like in the Northeast, we cook with lots of spices, go for lots of flavors. Where like in the Midwest, the cooking's not done that way. I know people from the Midwest are going to be like, "What are you talking about? You don't." No, it's not. And like I said, having trained with chefs, I've talked to them about this, especially like food chains like the um, Red Robins, the Applebee's, those kind of places. They actually make their food on the blander side to appeal to the center of the country, um, because they figure if it appeals to them, it'll appeal to everybody. But and I know people get upset when you talk that way because they're like people get defensive about their own areas. But I mean, if you look around the country at how many Michelin star rated restaurants there are, I mean, in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, there are more Michelin star rated restaurants than the rest of the country, taking out California and Chicago. It's that simple, you know. But I know people who aren't in this area, and a lot of people dislike the Northeast, but it's just the reality, just the way it is. Well, you know what it is, um, Mick. We get used to food here in this area, and when you get outside of this area, one, it's hard to find the same food. I'm going to give you a little story. Went down to Georgia because the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for soul to steal. But no, I went down to Georgia to visit relatives. My relatives were originally from New York and they moved down to Georgia. And we went to a Chinese restaurant. And my uncle said, "Don't order. I'll tell me what you want and I'll order it for you." And I said, "Why? I can order." He said, "No." He said, "Because what you refer to up in New York as with the Chinese food, they call it different things down here." And I was blown away by that. He did all the ordering, but what he was ordering is not what I would typically call the Chinese food that we were getting. So that kind of was weird. The other thing was we went to an Italian restaurant that I should say we went to a restaurant, it wasn't an Italian restaurant. We went to a restaurant that night. My uncle was like, "Don't order the Italian food." I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because they will be making lasagna with cottage cheese instead of mozzarella and ricotta." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yep." He said they're going to use cottage cheese. I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Okay." So it was just different, you know. Yeah, I agree. No cottage cheese, man. But you know, well, yeah. See, in Miami and Tampa, you got to remember, you've got a lot of Hispanics who settled into that area, but also too, how many people in Florida are transplanted New Yorkers? You know, so they brought the food with them. So, but I'm not trying to piss anybody off. It's just the way I see it, and I've done a lot of traveling. I mean, a lot of traveling. So, but it has gotten better over the years. I mean, when I was in Wisconsin right before the pandemic. Some of the food I had there was really amazing, but I don't know if it was that was everywhere or where we were because I was trained. That's one of the places I was training with chefs. So we were having chef cooked meals every night, and we were actually the way I should say it is that we were actually doing the cooking, the chefs leading the way, And what we were doing, we were all at individual stations. So, like for one, I was making fried dandelions at my station, and then the next person was making, fried shrimp, or somebody was baking this or making that. And at the end of all the cooking, we brought it all together and had a meal for everybody, a giant meal for everybody. We were doing that several days during the week that I was there training, and we had some amazing food. But you know, medium sharp cheddar. Oh, that's when I was coming back from Wisconsin. Everybody was texting me saying, "Can you bring me back cheese curds? Bring me back cheese curds." And I found a place in the airport that sold cheese curds, and they actually wrapped them to keep them from overheating. They wrapped them in ice and everything, and I was able to take them in a carry-on bag over into in the plane. So um, it was really cool. Yep, blue cheese on a deer burger. Nice, nice. All right, so it's 11:43. We have 17 minutes to go. So let's get moving on with the next giveaway. All right. So let's bring out this prize. Oh, so you guys saw this earlier in the week, earlier last week. I did a unboxing on this and did put the video out. And now it's unfortunately time for me to give it away. And I don't mean unfortunately because it's a bad thing. I would really love to have kept this knife. This is the TRM, the Three Rivers Manufacturing tag along. This is their fixed blade, their logo right there. Just a phenomenal little fixed blade. These guys sell for, I think, $180. TRM sent this along. When you purchase it, they give you a choice of either the taco sheath or the pancake sheath. They sent the taco sheath. That sheath is amazing. That knife will never fall out of there. It's just fantastic. And this is going to be given away to someone in the Explorers Club. They also sent it with a leather lanyard that will go with it. They sent with an ulti clip, so you can use it as a pocket dropper. Or if you're looking to it as a scout carry, you'll have to get your own scout carry straps. But they give it with this because it's really meant to be a pocket dropper. I had actually put when I was trying it out for the review. I actually I didn't put the ulti clip on it because I didn't want to damage it. I put a little soft plastic clip that I had that worked really well. In the box also, you get this Three Rivers Manufacturing pen. You get a Three Rivers Manufacturing pad, so you can write on it. So you have pen and paper, and it comes along with a Three Rivers Manufacturing sticker. So this is to be eligible to win this. You have to be one, subscribed, a channel member, and you have to be subscribed to the upper tier, to the Explorers Club. And someone is going to win this. And with this, you're going to get an Adventure 50 poker chip that was made by Illuminati Ninja. Will be in there. You will get something out of the stickers, the bags of stickers that I have, and patches, and more stickers. There are stickers everywhere. You'll get a bunch of stickers as well. So you're going to get a swag pack, the TRM tag along, and the poker chip. So let's go. If anybody still wants to join now, you know what? Even if you want to join for a month because you want to be eligible for the giveaway, that's fine. I have no problem with that. The rules are up in the giveaway. The link for that giveaway is in the description for the members giveaway. And we're at 11:46. So we'll give it like another minute if anybody wants to join at the last minute. And if you haven't commented and you are in the Explorers Club, go and comment now. So that way you can be eligible. Because I want everybody to be eligible. So let's, for a second, let's go here. And let's do this first. Okay. So let's go to the video. All right. Dragoon, LSK, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And welcome to the Explorers Club. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now get in there, make sure you get your comment in because I'm going to switch this over. So I'll give it a couple of seconds. We've got 2 more comments. Excellent, excellent. Very cool. All right. Appreciate you joining. All right, let's get this link. Let's get to the comment picker. Let's close that. And let's refresh. Put the link in. Filter duplicate users. Number of winners. We want the wheel. I like the wheel. We'll do 45 seconds again. All right. So, all right. The wheel is set up and let's go. We've got this for 45 seconds. Let's see who the winner is going to be. We're slowing down. We're slowing down. Let's see who the winner is going to be. We're getting slow. Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? We have a winner? Do we have a winner? We have a winner. And the winner is Blazing Tahoe's. Blazing Tahoe SS. Blazing Tahoe SS. Let's see. Let me see your account. Which is Dragoon. Dragoon, LSK, newest member. 1. Congratulations, Dragoon. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Congratulations, my friend. So, in the rules video, there is my email address. You can email me all your information to adventure50@gmail.com. You can also reach out to me on Instagram as well, but I want you to email me as well because the rules are the rules. But you're going to need your contact information, and I will get this out to you. Probably everything will go out Saturday of Friday or Saturday this week is when I'll be able to get to the post office next. But congratulations, that is a great win, and I'm happy for you and sad for me because I really would have wanted to keep that knife, but a deal is a deal. Three Rivers Manufacturing sent that to me with the agreement that I would pass it along to one of the members. So, congratulations. That deserves a lightsaber salute. All right. And now the time has come for the last giveaway of the night. So, what we have here is we have the RoseCraft Peanut. This is a small fixed blade knife that, there we go. I'm pulling it the wrong way. That is absolutely gorgeous. Natural deer stag. So every one of these is unique. It's still a three-finger knife, even though it's small. Feels really good because of the stag. It's a little wider than the denim micarta version. And beautiful polished blade, D2 steel, Andy Armstrong design, and just fantastic. So, and anybody who knows RoseCraft make excellent slip joints. They actually make excellent modern folding knives too, but unfortunately, they announced this week that they're discontinuing all their modern folding knives, and that's because unfortunately they're so well known for their slip joints that they didn't sell. You know, which kind of hurts me personally. There's more than I do their slip joints because I'm more of a folding knife kind of fan. But as you know, I do carry a slip joint with me every day, so it is a beautiful knife, definitely Tennessee Nate. So this one's open to public, and with this, you're going to get one of the limited edition poker chips, a sticker patch swag pack, and the knife. This knife has never been used. It's only been opened up for a review video I did. So, and this has some excellent walk and talk. Listen to this. And the pull on it, it's pretty good. It's about a medium pull, so it's not difficult. And I will say, from doing a couple of cut tests with it, right out of the box, sharp as hell. Really great little knife. So let's get another numbers game going. So let's take these two pages out and get a new set of numbers. All right, pen. If you could see the disarray that's around me, because over there I have a couch that's literally got knives and guitar parts and packages just sitting there. Actually, I'm going to show you guys real quick. I will turn this. If you could see the mess that is knives, oh, sitting on the couch, guitar parts, packages that just came in, it's insane. And then the desk down below, let's see if we can see that. This is what's in front of me. I've got the iPad, I've got knives everywhere. This is what you don't see every week. So let's move this back up. All right. And I know I screwed up the angle, but it is what it is. We're coming to the end of the show. It's fine. It's fine. So, all right. All right, people. We'll get a number range and we'll get a number. So, all right. If one of the moderators could put up the green light on the screen, then we will proceed with the festivities. So let's see. Boy, did I really screw that angle up. Stacy with the thank you, Stacy, putting up the green lights for go. All right. I am behind on the chat here, but all right. So the number range is 600 to 800. 600 to 800. So let's so it's 600 to 800. By the way, standard rules apply. One guess only. Closest to the number without going over wins. USA only. And last but not least, if there's a tie, we will have a knife off. All right, we've got 62 people in here. Let's get these guesses coming. This is for everybody. Dragoon wants me to redraw. Did I miss that? All right, Dragoon wants me to repick the. So after this is over, we will be spinning the wheel again for a winner on the TRM. Thank you, Dragoon. That's appreciated. So somebody else is going to get a chance to win. So hopefully everybody has their guesses in. And let's give it like another 15 to 30 seconds and we'll put up a stop sign and we'll pick the winner. Turdburger, hello there. Haven't seen you on in a while. Donnie Bless playing for Paul Mills. There's the stop sign. No more guesses. Stop signs are up. All right. So there were a couple of guesses that were close. The number is 667. 667. And the reason why? Because I am the neighbor of the beast, but I'm not the beast. So it's a 667, neighbor of the beast. So let's see who had 667. All right, let's get back to where the start was. And let's look through. I know there was somebody who was really close. EDC King with 610. Ramsey Silent with 666. Maybe the closest. Paul Mills with 666. So I'm seeing Ramsey Silent and Paul Mills both had 666. So we know what that means. There's going to be a knife off. Nope. James McCann was close, but he had 664. 666 is closer. So we have a knife off. So this is just for Ramses Silent and Paul Mills. We're gonna come up with a new number. And this is gonna be an easy one. Knife fight, knife fight, knife fight. Knife fight. All right. I am so goofy. This is going to be a quick one. So, all right. We're going to start now. Only 2 people guess, Paul Mills and Ramses Silent. And then you're going between 1 and 20. Between 1 and 20. So let's get those guesses in. Wait, Ramses, you want me to give it to Paul Mills? It looks like Paul Mills is going to be the winner. Ramses, that was awesome. Paul Mills, you are the winner. So reach out to me. You can either email me at adventure50@gmail.com or hit me up on Instagram and I'll get your information and we'll get that out to you. That's awesome. So we've got RoseCraft. That's awesome. Very cool. All right. And I'm just writing some notes. Okay. So we are going to redraw, thanks to the courtesy of Dragoon LSK, we are going to redraw for the TRM. So let's do this again. Let's do that. Let's enter the link again. Oh, I need. All right, just hold tight, folks, while I get the link. All right. Let's get to the comment picker. Users. Seconds. I'm going to do the wheel. And because we're running so over, we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Let's get the comments. All right. Let's bring the comment picker up. All right, folks. SC Knife Monkey. Now, here's the thing. If you win the TRM, that means you can't win the CJRB. We'll have to do that one again. So let's do this. That's because I want 4 winners. I want 4 unique winners. All right. Let's go. We're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning to win, we're spinning, we're spinning to win, we're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning to win. Who's going to win? That's my made up Who's Spinning to Win song. So I hope you like it. It's a little ditty I came up with here in the spot. No, that's the Lyrid. And the winner is Paul Casper. You are the winner. Paul Casper, you are the winner of the TRM. Very, very cool. Yep, I knew you were here, Paul. You are the winner of the TRM. So with that, email me at adventure at yeah, it's adv50 at gmail.com. adv50 at gmail.com, or reach out to me on Instagram. But I'm still gonna need a email as well. But congratulations to everybody who won, and thank you so much for stopping by today. To all the new members, I appreciate it. To the super chats, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are just really the best. I love hanging out with you each week. I love this community. And again, thank you. You guys have made this really great. Oh, real quick, I do want to go over one thing. So I'm at like now like 2,260 subscribers. It's a weird thing because I had broken 2,100, then it knocked me down. I don't know if it was a bunch of bots or whatever. It knocked me down under 2,000. Then I went back up over 2,000, and within like the last day, I gained like 200. Yeah, about 180 more subscribers. It's so freaking weird, man. So weird, you know. But I do appreciate every one of you. I really do. I love hanging out with all of you, especially not just my live stream, but all the other live streams. I feel like we have such a great community, and we so many of us have become friends online, and some of us have met now in person. And man, it's great. Donnie, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody being here. So thank you, everybody. Have the great rest of the night. I would say have a great rest of the Sunday, but it's not. We're now into Monday morning, at least here on the East Coast. So thank you all. Seriously, folks. And like I always say, until we meet again, keep your blade sharp.